Good morning, everybody. How are you? I hope you're doing well today. I am on, and I'm going to be doing a couple of lives this afternoon. Actually, I'm going to be doing one around 11 o'clock. I want to be able to talk to you about the bonus that Digital Wealth Academy, DWA, is doing, and it'll be the last one that they're going to be holding on to for a while. We were told that it's going to be probably towards the fall before they have another bonus, but it's going to be $100 off. I have a book that I just finished. I'm kind of putting things together before I put it up on my Stan Store. And basically what this one is going to be talking about is exactly what happens once you get your program. What you don't need to be afraid of. What I'm going to do for you. Because basically you need to understand social media, digital marketing is, we're trying to help you to accomplish whatever it is that you need. That's what you're paying for, because you're not going to buy something that you don't need. You're going to buy something that you want, something that is going to help you, something that is going to get you to the next level. Social media is like the best thing that has ever happened. A lot of people talk about AI. You know what? I use AI every single day. I like it. It helps me. It opens up my mind to the things that I want to say. And it just absolutely opens up my world. I am 70 years old. To be honest with you, I never thought that I would be tech savvy, but I thank God every single day for DWA, because it has shown me how to write books. I have 4 books. I have 5 children's books. I have coloring books. I've made T-shirts. I've made mugs. I've had 2 clients so far on Fiverr. I never ever thought I would be able to do things like that. And the one thing that does bother me, and that does really affect me, is that I never really was one to put a whole bunch of money away as I was working, but I always put money away for my old age, because once my salary went, I would have to depend on Social Security and also the money that I saved. But how many people, let's be honest, ask yourself, how many, you go out, you go shopping, how many older people do you see? I'm not the only one who's out there looking on how to make money. But you know what? I worked 12-hour days. I worked with managers that I could not stand. Not all of them. A lot of them I absolutely love. But there were always a few that sometimes people, are not exactly people persons, but they put themselves in that position, and you have them as bosses, and sometimes, they're just not worth it. But that's not here or there. But the fact of the matter is, think about how many times you had a family obligation that you had to go to, and you had given your time, plenty of time to have the day off, and then all of a sudden they turn around and say, I'm sorry, but I can't give you the day off. What if it was your son or your daughter? How many times did you get that because guess what? You had to call out because your kid is sick. You have to take them to the to the doctor, and you're up all night because you have to take your kid to the bathroom because they're puking or they have diarrhea, and they don't have anybody that they can fill in your shoes, and she has to or he has to go in and fill in for you. You know what? That's the way it is, and they make you feel guilty. Your family is your family. Maybe you do have a family where you work. But when your work is gone, your family is your family. And You know, it's hard. It's hard. And when you get to a certain age, it's like you really want to be able to relax and enjoy life. And in this day and age, 2026, many of us are living in uncertainty, and we have to go to work. But I don't want to go to work for someone else. I don't. I mean, I have always wanted to work for myself. My mother was a hairdresser. She had 2 beauty shops. And let me tell you something, it's hard. Nothing easy, okay, is worth it. If it's hard, if it's easy, everybody would do it. But you also have your time and tribulations, and guess what? It is the security of knowing that you did it. I am so proud of myself. I am so proud of myself, of the things that I never thought I could do that I am doing. And you know what? I invite you to look into DWA. I had bought 2 other programs, 2 that I was ghosted, which means I paid my money and they were talking to me for a while, and within a month they were gone. And I had to learn how to do it all myself. And you know what? That's okay too, but you lose a lot of money. I can tell you from experience, you go on YouTube and or TikTok or wherever, and you'll talk to someone, or you'll see someone on, and they'll telling you, you got to try this, and you have to do this, and I do it this way. But they don't tell you everything. They don't tell you all the different tips that you need to know. And by the time you turn around, you've spent $100 or $200 in this, and and it's like, well, wait a minute, but I will tell you that there are so many things in DWA that I went and I started doing, and it didn't cost anything. It did not cost anything. So it wasn't the type of thing. But I'm going to be honest with you. There are people that are in DWA. There's no competition, but they show you how you can make money. And they show you on your own how you can go and make your own courses. And you know what? And a lot of the courses that they have are good. So if you want to buy them, you can buy them. But you can learn exactly the same thing that they're doing, and you can do it for free. There is a community that I absolutely love. It's around the world. There are 6 different languages that are being shown on DWA. So you can't say that, well, I don't have the language. Well, if you know German, if you know French, if you know Portuguese, if you know Spanish, obviously English, there's one that's missing. I can't think right now. But the thing is that there's a community that's on 24 hours a day. If you go and you purchase a Digital Wealth Academy under my Stand store, I'm going to tell you right now, I will be your mentor. And let me tell you something, that's when everything changed for me. Having my mentor show me how to do this and how to do that, how to get from point A to point B to point C. It was the best and cheapest way of learning, because doing it on my own, a year and a half went by. You know how much money I have left on the table because I wanted to do it on my own? You know what? I'm 70. Hopefully I'll live to 99, but with clear mind, I want to tell you that I'm going to continue doing this, because I know that there are mothers out there that had their babies and they are counting down the times, the days that they have to go back to work, and they really don't want to leave their child. Well, I wish I would have had that opportunity when I had my children. I had to go to work. So, but I've missed so much time with my children. But be honest with you, be truthful with yourself. You can do this. If you can go and work for someone else 365 days and for a 50 cents raise? Let me tell you something. There are people that have been in a lot of different programs, not just this one, but in this particular program, within 2 and 4 months, have made $100,000. I've made mistakes. I went and I learned. They showed you how to make ebooks. They showed you how to do videos. They showed you how to work on ChatGPT, how to work on Pinterest, how to work on YouTube and TikTok. They showed you how to do so many different things. And I went and I started learning how to do everything that, well, the majority of everything that they were showing. And that was the best thing that I did. I didn't go for the money right away, because to me, you need to have your foundation. You can do anything that you want. You don't have to be in front of the camera. If you go to my profile, you'll be able to see I've got like 60 different videos. I'm not in the videos. I'm not in the videos. And they've had more than 1,000 views, and some of them have gone viral. And I'm so proud of myself because I've actually done that. And I'll be honest with you, I would like you to be proud too. I am on your side because I know what it's like to leave your children. I know what it's like to work 12 hours, 8 days straight. I know what it's like to, not be there for baseball games or hockey games, not be there for recitals. I know what it's like to have a boss that you absolutely can't stand because their friends are able to have the time off that you need, but they wouldn't give it to you. I know what that's like. I have a book that will be coming out in the next couple of days. It is $27. It says everything that you need to know if you're going to get into digital marketing. It shows you, it'll tell you my experiences, my mistakes, so you know what you're getting yourself into. $27 is absolutely nothing in comparison to what some of these people are charging you. What I can tell you is that Digital Wealth Academy is $497. In a couple of weeks, it's going to be $100 off. If you buy through me, I will be your mentor. You will have my phone number. You will have my text messages, my email. You can contact me and I will be there for you. Just like my mentor was there, just like I want to be there for you so you can succeed. Because if you succeed, I succeed. And the most important thing is that you make the money back. I bought DWA, and you will never believe how much it actually cost me. But I listened to my mentor. She was absolutely correct, and I bought my DWA for $18. I have that in the book too. I will be talking to you later on my live, and I will tell you everything else you need to know. You have yourself a nice day. You take care.